What's going on in internet land? My name is Johnny, and well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you an idea that can revolutionize your life. It sort of changed my way of thinking and the way I perceive the world, so to speak. And this and that idea is this. In my last video, I shared, the difference between like ancient times and today's world. In ancient times, or like at the beginning of history, like a small segment of the people shared all of the wealth, and most, like the rest of the people, most of like the rest of the population, they were like peasants, right? And they like worked the land. And the difference between like ancient times and today's world is the education. The wealth was never monopolized. Oh, that small segment of people who shared all the wealth, who had all the power, um, they had the education, and they didn't share it with everybody. Uh, like the education wasn't readily available for most people, and that's the difference between ancient times and today's world. Um, like in ancient Egypt, for example, or like the Anunnaki, or the Mayans, or who else? Um, Even in Rome, ancient Rome, Julius Caesar. The only difference is not that they had some sort of like leverage, or like some sort of like a magical ability, or nothing like that. The only difference is that they had the education, and they didn't share it. Like the education wasn't readily available to all of the people. In today's world, all of the and get this. Before I get to the big idea that I'm going to share with you, in today's world, the education is readily available. Like the Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, it's the same law. It's the same law. Napoleon Hill is outwitting the devil. And by law, I'm talking about natural laws. Um, they say that natural laws are inflexible and they never change. And it's the same law. It's the same. I can't say it's the same education, because now in today's day and age, in today's world, we have an abundance of wealth. We have a wealth of information, of a wealth of education readily available to us, and that leads me to the point that I'm trying to make, or the story that I'm trying to tell, or the big idea that I want to share with you. And that idea is this. We have in today's world all of the education readily available. A lot of people don't know that. Like in the United States, for example, if you want to become, I don't know, the president of the United States, you can do it. All the education is readily available, like at Harvard or Princeton or MIT. If you, I don't want to scare you away. If you want to become a superstar, a movie star, for example, if you want to come out on Hollywood, if you want to be a movie producer, if you want to be, I don't know, a professional athlete in the NFL, you can do that. All the education is readily available, and a lot of people don't know that. If you want to become an entrepreneur, a business owner, if you want to become a millionaire or a billionaire, you can do it. The education is readily available, like at the University of Southern California, for example, one of my dear friends and one of my most trusted advisors, his name is Mike Corradini, product launch expert. He's possibly the best in the world at what he does. He graduated from USC, the Trojans, the University of Southern California. So you don't have to get admitted into MIT. You don't have to get admitted into Princeton or Harvard. Me, for example, I grew up in a city called El Paso in Texas, El Paso, Texas. I recommend nobody do what I did. I had a child when I was 17 years old. I wound up dropping out of high school. I got a GED. I went back to college, went straight to university. I went to UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso, and found that it just wasn't right for me. So I wound up dropping out of high school and college. I wound up dropping out of college. And that's when I stumbled into a mentor, Vic Stryzus, possibly one of the best internet marketers in the world, who showed me the ropes and showed me the way and showed me how to write my own ticket in life. All right, so fast forward to today. And all this happened back in like 2013, 2012, 2013. I think it was 2013. We're in what, 2023? In 2023. So it's nearly 10 years ago. So what I was saying, that education isn't readily available. Like me, for example, like I went to UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become a business owner, and you want to become a millionaire or a billionaire and beyond, that education isn't readily available. Like at UTEP, for example, that that education is really that education is available for people who are going for people who are going to school to become doctors, for people who are going to school to become lawyers and judges, and and even then, those lawyers and doctors and judges who dedicated their life to becoming like professionals at what they do, most of the times, if not all the times, they went to school out of state in order to get the education that they need in order to become lawyers, in order to become judges and like doctors or whatever, right? So although if you want to become an astronaut, the education is readily available for anyone and anybody who's willing to take that avenue, who wants to become an astronaut, or if you want to become a superstar, like a movie producer, in the United States, they say like our constitutional rights, right? They say that we have freedom and equality. Not only that, they also say that it's an equal opportunity to succeed for everybody. And not everybody knows that in the US, in the United States, all the education is readily available for you to for you to really become even the president of the United States, if that's what you want. Like nobody's discriminating against you. Although in school, like in high schools, or in middle schools, they don't teach the kids that they can literally become anything they want. They don't teach that. And kids, like in high school, for example, they don't know what they're gonna do with their life. So once they graduate high school, they wind up, I don't know, they go to a 4-year university, right? They get a degree, they work for 40 years, they wind up getting retirement or whatever, right? And they come to the end of the road, and a lot of people wind up with debt because they don't understand, or they just don't know that even if you go to a 4-year university and you wind up with a degree, like, yeah, you can have your house paid off, you can have your car paid off, or whatever, right? They just don't know that the the education that they need on finances, on how to manage their money, is readily available, and they wind up with debt, right? I'm not even going to start talking about compound interest, or just, well, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who don't earn it, they pay it. Those who don't understand it, they earn it, and those who don't, they pay it. I'll talk a little bit more about compound interest in just a second, and how you can earn it, and how you can create passive income, earn compound interest, and literally earn the amount of money you want to earn in order to live the way you choose to live. So now on to the big idea. The big idea. And this idea can change your life if you really take it to heart. Like I said, the difference between ancient times, between ancient Rome and today's world, is not like the wealth was never monopolized. The wealth was never monopolized. Although the education, it's the education. There's a select few, like there's a small segment of people who had all of the education, and they didn't make that readily available to everybody. That's the only difference. And it's the same law. It's the same law. This book right here is Think and Grow Rich. I'm sure you've heard of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. And by law, I'm talking about natural laws, right? So there's also another book, a little book called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. So it's the same law, like myself. I wrote a book. I'm coming out with a book. I'm still working on it. I'm still and it's a book on mindset. It's a book on mindset that is the law. And it also it just so happens to include how to have a successful marriage, and how to be, and successful parenting, how to be a successful parent. And you can't really have one without the other, in my humble opinion. Like if you have kids, and stuff, and behind every like great achievement, there was always a woman. Henry Ford, for example, Ford Motors. His secret to success was his wife, and not many people know about that. So behind every great achievement was his wife. And in my humble opinion, one of the most important things to master is how to have a successful marriage, and how to be a successful parent. Because if you have kids, and you don't have a harmonious relationship at home, chances are that your everyday life is going to be chaos. So that's one of the most important things to master in life. All right, so now on to all All right, 14 minutes. I don't want to get this video going on for too long. All right, so now the big idea, now that I pre-framed you, right, the correct, now onto the big idea that can revolutionize your life, and that can really be a life-changing idea for you if you take it to heart. In ancient times, they had the education. And by the education, I'm talking about education on the law. Like they had the education. Like that small segment of people who earned all of the money, who had all of the wealth, who had all of the power. And that education wasn't available. That education wasn't readily available for everybody. It was just a small segment of the people who had all of the education. The wealth was never monopolized. No. Now, in today's world, in today's day and age, we have in abundance a wealth of not information. Well, we have a wealth of education readily available to us. A wealth of education. Let me explain what I mean by that. All right, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Like these are some of the books that I have on my iPad, for example. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, The 1 Minute Millionaire, 3 Feet from Gold, Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's one of the books that started me off. This is Marketing, Seven Habits of Highly Effective Families, Set Your Voice Free, how to get the speaking or singing voice you want, The Laws of Human Nature, Get the Life You Want, The 10X Rule, Celebrity Sold. These are just a few of the books, right? The Alchemist, One Up on Wall Street, Beating the Streets, Acre on Branding, Influence, and that book is written by a doctor, Robert Cialdini, PhD, Mastering the Craft of Writing, Scientific Advertising, Getting Everything You Can Out of All You've Got, Psycho-Cybernetics, which is a book on self-image, 48 Laws of Power, The Intelligent Investor, The Startup Owner's Manual, The Law of Success. And those are the books that I have on my iPad right now. Like The Intelligent Investor. So, like one of the books, for example. Like how to win friends and influence people, right? In Search of Excellence. Psycho-Cybernetics. This is a book on self-image. One of the things that people understood, even in ancient times, is how to improve their self-image. They understood that the results are a reflection of their self-image. And so we have a wealth of education readily available to us. And they didn't have that in ancient times. It's the same law, like natural laws. Natural laws are inflexible. Like, I don't know, gravity, for example, or whatever. Gravity never changes. Right? So it's the same law. It never changes. And by law, I'm talking about natural laws. And that education is readily available to us. I started off with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's one of the books that I started off with. And also Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil, The Law of Success. Those books are grounded and rooted in natural laws. and those books are readily available to literally like anybody. And all the other books that I mentioned, um, like even innovation and entrepreneurship, and those books, if you walk into a Barnes and Nobles, for example, there's a wealth of education readily available to us. And that's the difference between ancient times and today's world. Like we're living in a golden age where all the education that we need is readily available. And there's absolutely no limit to what you want to create. Absolutely zero limits. None. Me personally, I have no such thing as foolish limitations. I have no limits. I have no limitations. Absolutely zero. So one of the things that I'm gonna do, now I'm gonna talk a little bit about compound interest. I don't want to get this going on for too long. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna wrap this up fairly quickly. One of the things that I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna open up my own school in Kenya, and I'm gonna, I want to be a philanthropist. Now, one of the things that I want to do is I want to open up my own school in Kenya, and I want to make all the education readily available for those kids who dare to be great. Because I understand this one thing, and that one thing is that anybody has the ability to grow into the person that they have to be in order to achieve their dreams and goals. Okay, now to talk a little bit about compound interest. At that school, yeah, we're gonna have solar and stuff. It's all good. I'm also and by the way, before you say anything, the second that I decide something's done, it's already done. The second that I decide it's done, it's already, like, I have no limitations, absolutely zero. And the second I decide something's done, it's already done. I have no limitations. The second that I decide something is done, it's already done. It's done. So I want to be a philanthropist. And I'm also going to have my own foundation, the Rawstone Foundation for Kids in Need, because there's a lot of kids in need. So the school that I want to build in Kenya, it's all going to be under one umbrella, so to speak. And I'm also thinking about building a church. Yeah, I'm also thinking about building a church. So the Rawstone Foundation for Kids in Need. And other than that, I have a number of business ventures, right? Like the single biggest asset any business owner can build is their portfolio. If they want to leverage compound interest. All right, so what's that? How do you earn that stuff? Okay, and I want to wrap this up fairly quickly, so I'm going to make this quick. So muscle memory, that's not I don't want to say it's my last rodeo or whatever. That's probably a stupid metaphor. Although I hope it makes sense. Muscle memory, that's like my first startup. And then I'm going to also build Oktoberfest Beer Import Company. I'm sure you guys have heard of Oktoberfest. So I'm going to build Oktoberfest Beer Import Company. And I'm going to build that company to sell it. I'm still going to have skin in the game. I'm still going to keep 4.5% equity stake in the company. And the second I decide something is done, it's already done. Because I have no limitations. I have zero limitations. I have no limitations. And the second that I decide something's done, it's already done. It's really that simple. So Oktoberfest Beer Import Company. So all of the team, the staff, the team really, because that's what they are. I'm gonna have everybody rolling around. And you guys have heard of Elon Musk, right? And and these solar cars, these cars, solar cars. Yeah, Elon Musk came out. He's a smart guy, by the way. He came out with Tesla Motors. And they also offer those cars are solar, by the way. And and Elon Musk, the brainiac, he also came out with solar. So like from Tesla, right? Tesla came out with solar. So they have like this mega pack, this mega pack, and I'm literally gonna get all of our team and the staff, which are also they're the team as well. They're part of the team, right? Because that's what a staff is. They're a team. I'm gonna have them rolling around in Tesla Motors, and I'm also going to buy these this mega pack from Tesla. Those are like solar. These things have enough power to power up an average of 3,600 homes for 1 hour. So I'm gonna have everybody rolling around. Me personally, I'm gonna get a Tesla for every day of the week. And these cars literally do absolutely everything that you want these cars to do. Absolutely everything. There's and get this, like, yeah, you can charge these cars up at your house. You can charge them up in your home. And the charger itself, the charger for the car, is also solar. The car is solar. The charger is solar, right? And I'm literally gonna get myself a Tesla Motors for every day of the week. And I'm not gonna get a solar at my house necessarily, because there's no need for that. The charger and the car, and in and of itself, they're solar, and those things, the Tesla Motors, they literally do absolutely everything you want them to do. Another thing too, I'm gonna invest. Okay, now into compound interest. I'm going to invest into land that appreciates in value. And I'm also going to open up my own farm. I'm going to open up, and at the farm, I will have solar. I will have solar. Now, how do you earn compound interest? How do you earn compound interest? And get this, those who don't earn compound interest, they pay compound interest. Or those who understand compound interest, they earn it, and those who don't, they pay it. So these Tesla Motors, they literally do absolutely everything you want them to do. Literally. So me personally, I'm gonna get myself a Tesla for every day of the week, and um, and not only that, also I'm going to invest in solar. You know, there's a book called Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard by Mark Minervini, and anybody can become the intelligent investor. You know, there's a book by Benjamin Graham, The Intelligent Investor. Like me personally, I'm going to also come out with the Raw Stone investing firm. And I'm going to, and anybody can like invest in solar, anybody can invest in gold, anybody can invest in silver. So me personally, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in solar, I'm going to invest in gold, I'm going to invest in silver. Of course, I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm going to invest into the Raw Stone investing firm because that is a business in itself. I'm going to invest into Muscle Memory. I'm going to invest into Oktoberfest Beer Import Company. I'm going to invest into my casino resort in New Mexico, the Royal Embassy, the First Class Resort. I'm going to invest into Polly's Pizzeria, which is a pizzeria, which is my pizzeria that I'm opening up. It's gonna be strictly, well, it's gonna be at the Royal Embassy, and it's going to be a franchise in itself, strictly in California, kind of like In-N-Out, right? So I'm going to invest, and this, I have no such thing as foolish limitations, absolutely none. The second I decide something, the second I decide something is done, the second I decide something is done, it's already done. I have no limitations. I have no limitations. The second I decide something, the second I decide something is done, it's already done. I'm also going to invest into Cuban rollies. I'm, imported Cuban tobacco. Yeah. And another one of the my business ventures. Okay. So I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm gonna invest into Polly's Pizzeria, the casino resort in New Mexico, and the Polly's Pizzeria. It's a franchise in itself, strictly in California. We're also going to have solar at the pizzeria, at our restaurant, at our stores in California, and 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 well, the second I decide something's done, it's already done. I have no limitations, none. Like, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. Here's how, I got something just for you. I got something just for you. I'm also right now, like, I just finished writing a book. I'm still working on it. It's called Ready, Set, Hike. I already mentioned that. It's a book on mindset that just so happens to include how to have a successful marriage and how to be a successful parent. And that book is probably the only book that I'm gonna write. Although I thought, rather than writing like 5 different books or like 10 different books, I'm just gonna write one really, 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 really good book, and that book is a national bestseller. Ready, Set, Hike. The book that I wrote, and I'm still working on it. It's a national bestseller because I already decided that it would be, and it is, because the second I decide something is done, it's already done. Like, it's already done. So if you want to know more about compound interest, and I'm not even going to target the pain points about compound interest and the people who have to pay compound interest, because those who understand that they earn it. And compound interest, it multiplies. You can earn passive income from compound interest, and you can secure your financial future. You can, even if you're, even if you went to school, even if you got a 4-year degree and you worked and you're like already retired, absolutely anybody, in your like anybody can earn compound interest, and compound interest multiplies. You can secure your financial future. You can earn passive income, and you can earn the amount of money you want to earn to live the way you choose to live, and anybody can do it. It's merely a decision. So stay tuned for for Ready, Set, Hike. It's one of the books. It's one of the books. It's a book that I wrote. It's on mindset. That just so happens to include how to have a successful marriage and how to be a successful parent. Because I believe that there's a definite need for that in the marketplace, and if you don't do whatever you have to do in order for your kids to have the best upbringing, in order for them to create what they want, you're sort of violating the law, and you're not gonna win. It's really that simple. If you brought someone into this world, you owe them an education, and you have to really do whatever it takes in order for them to have the best upbringing, in order for them to create what they want. And in doing so, by doing so, you will be able to create what you want for yourself. And it's really, really important to master. Well, in my humble opinion, it's really, really like having a successful marriage is possibly one of the most important things. It's possibly the most important thing to master in life, far not. So stay tuned for Ready, Set, Hike, and also stay tuned for Muscle Memory. We're gonna be launching out pretty soon. And we're already going for 38 minutes now, and I want to wrap this up quick. What is muscle memory? Okay, muscle memory, we have a product line. We're going to be launching out some products, and what muscle memory is, in a nutshell, it's a product line of products that are going to help you think better. And by think better, this is what I mean. I believe that success is a holistic thing, and success is created from the inside out, never from the outside in. Like what you put into your head, what you're listening to and stuff. Success is always created from the inside out, never from the outside in. So muscle memory, it's a receptive electromagnetic brainwave supplement. It's a product line of products that improve receptive magnetic brainwave function, kinesthetic electromagnetic brainwave energy function. When Steve Jobs came out with the first iPhone, he said, "I'm gonna make a phone so sexy people are gonna want to lick the buttons off of the phone." people thought he was crazy at first, right? And everybody has an iPhone now. Everybody has an iPad, an iPad. Everybody freaking loves Apple, right? Um, so stay tuned for muscle memory. Okay. Man, for 40 minutes. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up now. This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get muscle memory supercharged, and what it is, it's smart coffee, receptive electromagnetic brainwave smart coffee, kinesthetic electromagnetic energy coffee, right? Like it helps with your thinking. It helps with your brain activity. It helps with your focus, your concentration, your energy, and overall performance and or improvement, right? Secondly, you're gonna get muscle memory smart shrooms, and it's a pill. You're gonna get a 30-day supply of the muscle memory supercharged, the smart coffee. You're gonna get a 30-day supply of muscle memory smart shrooms. It's a pill. And yeah, it improves your receptive electromagnetic brain wave function, receptive electromagnetic kinesthetic energy function. By kinesthetic, I'm talking about what you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Your input, it we're also going to come out with muscle memory, and muscle memory supercharged, and then muscle memory energy shot, muscle memory. It's an energy shot. What should we call it? What do you think we should call it? Although it's an energy shot, you're gonna get a 30-day supply of this. All of these products improve receptive electromagnetic brain wave function, kinesthetic electromagnetic energy function in the brain. And finally, we're also going to be launching out with muscle memory supercharged for smart dogs, because I believe there's a lot of people that need service dogs. And if you understand compound interest, I hope you know where I'm coming from or whatever. Although there's a lot of people who need service dogs, and the big problem is that the dogs don't like for it to be a struggle. They don't like for it to be a grind. And it can be a headache and a heartache and a frustration for people who need service dogs when their dogs aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, when they aren't performing. And we want to be there for them. Right? The Rockefellers, for example. They used their fortune to isolate and conquer illnesses. They reveal that in Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. They used their fortune to isolate and conquer illnesses because they well understand compound interest. They know how to earn it. They invest in assets such as gold and silver and solar. And when you invest in assets such as gold and silver and solar, and like you're betting on yourself, or if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, and you're investing in gold and silver and like solar and stuff like that, and let's say you had like a Tesla, for example, or something, the money comes back to you somehow. Like it just comes back to you somehow. It's the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said it's the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand, I well understand compound interest clearly. Those who understand it, they earn it, and those who don't, they pay it. Ouch. So if you're a business owner and you buy a Tesla and you invest in solar, and you're a business owner and you invest in gold and silver, and you buy solar panels for your business, like even if it's a brick and mortar business. And by the way, Elon Musk, with Tesla, the solar panels, the those things literally do absolutely everything you want. Tesla Motors, the cars, those things literally do absolutely everything you want. They're like the iPhone, the iPad, all the car, like the car is compatible with or all those things are compatible with Tesla Motors, even with solar. And if you're a business owner and you invest in solar, or if you get solar panels for your business, even if it's a brick and mortar business, you get solar panels and you invest in solar and gold and silver, and I don't know, you bet on yourself. That money comes back to you in avalanches. Like you can literally earn the amount of money you want to earn and live the way you choose to live. So I'll leave you with that, my friend. We're going on for 46 minutes now, for Christ's sake. So I'll wrap this up. Muscle Memory coming to you soon. Stay tuned. We have an early bird promotion. You can try out all these products for $49.97. You can choose to become a Muscle Memory VIP Lifetime for a one-time payment of $997. A one-time payment, you get all these products. Like, we'll offer you a lifetime supply of these things. We'll offer you a lifetime supply for a one-time payment of $997. Not all at once, right? We'll offer you a lifetime supply for a one-time payment of $997. Or you can become monthly. You can split these payments up into 12 payments. You can become Muscle Memory VIP Lifetime monthly, and you can split up the payments, and for $1,997. $1,997. You can split it up into payments. It comes out to like $300 a month or something like that, and you'll literally get a lifetime supply of Muscle Memory. You'll get a lifetime supply, and you can also like try out these products, like the Muscle Memory Supercharged, the Smart Coffee, Muscle Memory, the Smart Shrooms, the pill. You get the Muscle Memory Energy Shot. You'll get a 30-day supply of this stuff. And 48 minutes. We're going on for 48 minutes now. Time to wrap this up. And I don't know if you have dogs, or I don't know if you have a dog. You also get a 30-day supply of Muscle Memory Supercharged for dogs. All these products improve receptive electromagnetic brainwave function, kinesthetic electromagnetic energy function. And so stay tuned for that, because the single best investment anybody can make is in themselves. And we all know the secret now, right? The secret to creating anything you want to create is your personal growth, your professional growth, your business growth, and really mastery of your life. So I'll leave you with that, my friend. You can earn the amount of money you want to earn and live the way you choose to live. Let's go.